Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We don't know what time it is. We don't know what time it is, guys. Alls we know is we're live. We are live, and I'm thinking about starting something, doing something a little bit different around here on Cory's Comedy Channel. Thought we'd, you know how they always do the big time YouTubers. They go day one, day two, day three, day four, day five. I don't know if that I could do that every single day, but we can start out with like doing a format. Hey, look at this, Ron. Hey, Ron, good to see you, buddy. We could start out. Oh, can you give me a loud and clear? Can you hear me? Maybe Ron. Ron, we got Ron in the chat. He's look at this. This was totally spontaneous, Ron. We didn't know we were going to do this, but can you, if you can give me a loud and clear, that'd be awesome. So we thought, if I'm going to just, do little lives like this, just wing them without really any type of a plan. Loud and clear. Okay. And just wing them and put like number one. So they'll be in a series. Probably do it on StreamYard so I can stay on for lengths of time, like say a Friday night. You can come on here on a Friday night starting at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and who cares? Stay on there till 11. Stay on there 3, 4, 5 hours. I'm just y- with the YouTube game, and how this whole thing is played. I really, been doing this a long time, right, Ron? How long has Ron been YouTubing? July is going to be 5 years for me, and I just don't know that I want to believe that you have to upload 6,500 videos to get ahead in the game. I don't really know if I want to believe that, but is that what it takes? I guess if that's what it takes. Well, Corey, how many videos have you uploaded? Well, I've uploaded about 700. Well, try uploading another 700, see what happens. Is that what you got to do to get in the game? I don't know. Ron enjoyed your, let's see, 2015 or 16, maybe started. Okay, very nice. Yeah, so you've been at this a few minutes, and I got to say, Ron, I did enjoy your stream. I thought that was, you're in the van there, and you're comfortable and you're relaxed. Those are. I remember when before you started going live, when when you first pushed that button, we were there. But you have the ability. You have that's just the thing. You got everybody that's out there. What we have a tendency to do is we talk a lot about YouTube because what else are we going to talk about? That's what we do, guys. We're YouTubers, so um, we got to get serious about YouTube because when we get serious about YouTube, YouTube will get serious about us. But that's everything in life, right? If you put a little into something, you get a little out of it. If you put a lot into it, you get a lot out of it. But like I said, I know, see, so many of these people, you know, they've uploaded, 3,000 videos, 3,500 videos, 4,000 videos, 4,500 videos. I'm just like, gee whiz, that's just a lot of videos. Drinking me a little coffee. Let's see. First time was the van broken down on the side of the M42. Really, Ron? That was your first live stream? That was a little bit, guys. Look at that. I mean, Ron did it for his very first live stream. He broke down on the interstate and he turned his phone on and he went live. Yeah, that's kind of dangerous. I live here in, we're in the U.S. and I live in Vegas, and the traffic here is very aggressive, super aggressive. And I see people that they break down on the interstate, and it's just not a place you want to be, man. Broke down, I can assure you. So a lot of flat tires, a lot of cars that overheat, especially in the summer. And so I just put me some new tires on my car here about, I don't know, about 3 months ago. Yeah, that's really the only thing between you and the road are those tires. So you definitely want to have some good tires. I mean, especially if you're out riding. Um, People just don't think about that. You could take some precautions and just make sure you got some rubber on the road, so that's because that's all between you and the road is that those tires, and you need to have some good tires on there. So a lot of that stuff can be um, breakdowns and could be minimized. I've only had let's see, two flat tires in my life, and they're not fun. You know, I was on my way somewhere, and I had planned to go live by a river. but I didn't get there. Oh, that was the time you went. Yeah, you went live for the first time. That's right. Well, and you know what, Ron, you have that forever archived. I think that you probably still have that up on your channel. So you'll always have that. Yeah, that's always nice. You know what? When you're into social media or you're doing something like this, like with YouTube and you're live streaming, it's like you can archive your whole life, especially when you look back and you run the tapes and you look back at some of your earlier stuff, you can see the growth. That's undeniable. And growth is, look at this. We got Jake in here. Growth is, that's an intangible. I always talk about those on my, on some of the streams where we talk about things they can't take away. They can take your money and they can take a lot of stuff, but that those intangibles, like the growth that you get um, from just growing as a person, they can't take that. So we got Jake. Jake Hudson is in the house. Jake, I don't know if you were here the last live stream. I know that you'd popped in and you'd said that you shared us out. I don't know how long you'd already been in the chat before I mentioned you, but we were talking about you the other night and we played one of your songs. So I always give Jake Hudson credit for his magnificence. You know, you never really arrived until you have somebody that writes a theme song, and I'll never forget that, Jake. That was very impressive, and I still, to this very day, feel really good about that. All right, so we got Ron, my breakdown company, left me at the side of the motorway for 3.5 hours. Wasn't impressed. Yeah, that's like and shared. Jake, thank you. Very kind of you. Um, Jake, I got to tell you, I was actually watching one of your live streams. That'll go back to Ron's comment. I was driving, so it's kind of like listen to XM radio. And you had BBB that was on your channel. I was watching you. I couldn't comment because I was on my phone and I was driving, but um, sounds like you're taking good care of BBB late nights when she's working numerous hours, and you're kind of keeping her awake by talking to her. So that was one of the people that were on your stream. I just didn't get a chance to comment, but that was nice of you, Jake. Anyway, so yeah, 3.5 hours. You weren't impressed. I hear you. Yeah, being broke down ain't, and I don't really know much about cars. I put the key in the ignition and I turn it, and if it starts, you go. If it doesn't, you have to call a mechanic because I'm not mechanically inclined or gifted. One thing I learned a long time ago, and that is don't ever trust a mechanic with clean fingers. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Corey, can you tell Zach from Unique Prepping happy birthday? Okay, his birthday was the 9th. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I think you were talking about that, and we had BBB's got a birthday coming up, and Natalie just had a birthday. Hers was on Wednesday. I wrote it down. But can you tell Zach from Unique Prepping happy birthday? Okay, so that was just yesterday then, was it? A lot of people having birthdays now, I guess, huh? That's everybody getting a little bit older. Chrissy hit 130,000 subscribers this week. Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. I was going to just tell you, guys, a lot of time, what I talk about is I'm a YouTuber, so I like talking about YouTube and just what's going on. Like I did a whole batch of YouTube shorts, and so what I did was chopped them up, and I restrained myself. I was very proud of myself because rather than uploading 2 or 3 of them in a day, like every 4 hours or 3, 4, 5 hours, I said, no, I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna restrain myself, and we're just gonna wait. We're gonna do one a day. So with that all being said, I read off some of the numbers on my last live stream. I don't know if I still have those. Anyways, I did pretty well actually in 10 YouTube shorts that I uploaded in the course of those 10 days. One of them got 600 views, 200, 800, 540, 800, 1500. To pop one for 1500 for me is a lot and then I had one that had 700. So Maybe you guys, if you guys are wanting to get more views on your YouTube Shorts, I tried that strategy. I uploaded 10 of them. That was for 10 days, one a day for 10 days, and spreading them out. Putting 24 hours in between each one. It seemed like they did a lot better. Okay, we got some comments in here. Okay, liked and shared. Okay, Chrissy. Good morning, Corey, Jake, Ron. Good morning, y'all. Okay, good to see y'all. Conspiracy Queen. Well, all right, wonderful. Very nice. I think I do have you. I got you subscribed. I am subscribed to you. Julie, very wonderful. Julie, I know she's from the UK. Hello, hello, Corey, Jake Hudson, and I hit 250,000 views this week. See, wonderful. Jake. Now, I think that Jake would, if the truth be told, if he was going to come out and tell you that, see, everybody has their little, um, their strength. See, I think that live streaming, because you really have to have a gift of gab. You have to be able to come up on here, and that's really the secret. If you want, if your channel flatlines and you got nobody watching your channel, basically you go live, and what's going to happen? You're going to get so you're going to get some eyeballs, but you have to talk. So I've what I've been learning over the course of 170 of these live streams that I've done, I'm not really short on words. I don't, I do get a little silly sometimes. But yeah, Jay, congratulations, 250,000. Good morning, Julie. Okay, conspiracy queen saying good morning. That's phenomenal. Yeah, there's something about the live streams, guys. And I know some people that the longest live stream that I ever did at one time was for 5 hours, and I was on StreamYard, so we did take about 3 breaks. There was no cheating. Breaks were kind of limited to less than 3 minutes. This particular format here, when you just go live, like with on YouTube, um, apparently I did go back and revisit that post, and from what I understand, 24 of the percent of the people like it when we're on StreamYard, and 84% of the people like it when we're on YouTube. So with YouTube, there's no music, there's no bells and whistles, no outro, none of that stuff. So, and I think that there's a place for that. But yeah, what would that be like, guys, if you're a live streamer and you just start streaming for 10, 12 hours a day? I mean, it's something that you have to build up to. Like, it really only took me a couple minutes to go live. I mean, once you set it up, it's really, and nothing fancy with the thumbnail. It's not like I um, did a custom thumbnail. We just, the camcorder was there and you click and have it take a picture and use that. And I set up the stream, and next thing you know, we're live. Didn't take that long. So the next trick is just come up on here and start talking. So, and then if you have, I did hit 1,800 subscribers. So that's kind of a milestone. I was in the 17, like 90 sums for the longest time. Couldn't get out of there, but I finally got up to, I believe it's, what is it, 1,800, I believe. So, did you all see the new wolves they brought back? Prehistoric wolves. Reminds me of Jurassic Park. Pretty wolves indeed. LOL. Okay, are you serious? Because Conspiracy Queen, I know that you like a good conspiracy, but what'd they do? They find some fossilized wolves that they dug up? They brought them back. Okay, prehistoric. Ron, you could have some music playing. Ron, this is what he says. You could have some music playing in the background that your microphone picks up. I did that once. I don't have StreamYard. Yeah. Well, I'm just, you know what though, when we talk about it a lot, guys, because like you said, you just can't come up on here and tell jokes for 10 hours. A podcast guy that I watch is pretty famous, and he's a comic, and he does podcasts and interviews a lot of very professional, very dynamic celebrities, and he's not funny all the time joking. So I thought, well, not that with you got to be serious sometimes too. And when it comes to YouTube and growing our channels, we can get pretty serious. But back to what I was saying there. You guys have all heard about this, as far as with the advantages and the disadvantages of each. This is wonderful. It's nice. A lot of people don't. There's no distraction, so it's just you and you're on screen, and there's a format. And there's a place for that. It's easy, right? And if you're the type person that needs hours to get, if you want to get monetized, you need the 4,000 hours. It's really easy. Just log them, go, and just do it. With Streamyard, that's a little bit more, to set up because I don't know if they call that like a third party tool or I don't know how all that works, but um, it is a little more complicated. But it has there's a lot of pros to that too. Like you can get off a screen, you can run a little commercial, and if you're going to be on for any length of time, I think you stand a better chance of being able to do a longer live stream from like a StreamYard than you can just like doing this. I mean, you know what? It wouldn't be a big deal, I guess. You could just if this is some of the other stuff I kind of want to talk about today because I put a lot of like emphasis on really the quality of the type of content that I upload. And I've experimented with different times, with the live stream. I've done like 10-minute lives, 25-minute lives, 30-minute lives, 45 minutes, hours, 90 minutes, 2 hours. And really, honestly, guys, when it comes to the replay value, once the live stream is finished, it's over. It just goes. They throw it in the scrap heap and they just bury it. So you'll get some replay from views like that, but you can't be expecting a lot. And even the amount of impressions that a live stream is going to get in comparison to like a regular upload video, it's a lot less impressions. So that's just the nature of how the game's played. All right, let's see. Conspiracy. Yep, they Gene edited gray wolves to match the dire wolf DNA they had. Wow. Yeah, I'm telling you what they can do now today with all their little their technology and medical science and all this stuff that's going on with geez, all this AI stuff and Chat GPT. Bingo was his name. Ladies and germs, or excuse me, I gotta stay. We're being serious, Keith. Um, Keith is in the house. Okay, I'm listening. You're on the kitchen counter. Very nice. He's got the emerald. We were talking about this for the new people. Keith is a proud member. So this is one of the reasons why you notice that we don't have any ads. There's no ads. A lot of times when people turn on the monetization, so when they come into a live, they see an ad, and during the live they have ads. So we've got them turned off. And Keith is he's a member. And one of the things that we explored, Keith knows really guys as a observer. He's he's moderates for other channels. He's been on YouTube a long time. He knows a lot about like the how YouTube works. So really a great little perk. And this would be for other members that come in here because we have a few of them on our channel. But it's a cool perk. You know what? For the price of a super chat, you could get a membership. And then Keith showed how if you're a member on anybody's channel, all you do is you click the little dollar sign down there and you get like a free super chat. It's equivalent to a super chat. It lights up. It might turn green or different colors, but larger channels or bigger channels, you're entitled. They'll give you one of those a month. I think that's Keith is. He's been experimenting with that, and we think that that's what it is. He gets one super chat. It's a free super chat, and he usually gives you like 40,000 fake donuts or 100,000 fake pesos or something. Keith, happy to see you. Good morning to you, my good sir. Ron, I don't think that putting wolves in the wild where they weren't is a good idea. I don't think putting wolves in the wild where they weren't is a good idea. You don't think that? I thought wolves were wild. I thought that's where they were in the wild, Ron. You said it, Ron. They have the potential to grow to 7 foot long and nearly 4 foot from shoulder down. Okay, wow, really? Had proposed the next had proposed the next will be mammoth. Cyber tundra would be its ideal range. Ooh, Wow. I wouldn't want to cross one of those. They took cuddly like huskies and German shepherds, and someone is bound to try and get a selfie with them. Oh yeah, yikes. Okay, but that's what I did. You know what? Tonight I'm actually been the weather's been really sublime here, especially in the evenings here in the desert. The desert cool. We actually here in Nevada, Las Vegas, we got up to 95 today, so it was a little bit hot. And I have a cul-de-sac. I can walk right out there, and I live way out northwest. So I'm about 17 miles from the Las Vegas Strip. Anybody that knows about the Mirage, or which there that was bought out, but Bellagio and Caesar's Palace and Cosmopolitan, all those. I'm about 17 miles from downtown, so I've been going for little walks at night, and I went for one about 3 in the morning. There's nobody out there, and the air's real clear and fresh, and it was wonderful. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know where you guys are hearing about all that stuff. Probably Conspiracy Queen is up on that because I have a tendency to um, like or enjoy a good conspiracy. Got a little mint right here, so I don't have a problem with me being a creative magician. That's one thing I do like is a good mystery. Weather is nice here today. The weather is nice here today and has been for a few weeks now, especially for April. Can you believe that, guys? We're already, I think officially the first day of summer was three or four, what, maybe about a week ago. So summer's going to be over before you know it, and we're going to be back into Halloween. It's going to be Christmas again. That's how time, it just goes by so fast. They say the older you get, the faster time goes by. That's what I decided. I told him I'm pretty much over all of it. Like, you know what, I already know what to expect. I mean, if you've uploaded 170 or did 180 live streams, you pretty much know what to expect. It would take a lot at this level to. Don't I have the subscriber mode on for 10 minutes? Do I, guys? I better check that. Hold on a minute here. I hope I do. At least we could get into trouble without the subscriber mode. Let me double check. Hold on a second. I'm not even on screen. You might be able to see me, but I got to go check this out. Hold on a minute here. Okay, okie dokie. Boom. Let me see. Does this say, do you guys, does this say subscriber mode? Yes, you do. Okay, I do, Ron. What is it? Is it 10 minutes? Because, yes, you do. All right. I just do, I recommend that. I mean, if you come in, and you do a live stream, I've seen people, they can wreck your channel real good and tear you up and ruin your day. You need to have at least, I think, 1 minute subscriber mode. Make somebody have to subscribe to your channel for 1 minute before they can comment. And if you don't have any moderators in there, um, unless you got thick skin, if you got thick skin and you're tough and insults and hecklers don't bother you, then it's not a big deal. But we kind of keep that down to a minimum because I think too. After a while, and when you find your footing and you find your way, that, like, people know that you know what you're doing. It's not our first rodeo, so if something happened, that we probably know what to do. We'd figure out something. Ron, yes, okay, very good. Yes, we do. Around child proofing zoo pens for the animals. What's that? Around child proofing zoo pens. Yeah, for the animals. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's a good line. I always use that. You guys know who Donnie is. Donnie's might be making a comeback, guys. I don't know if you guys how you feel about Donnie, Dazzling Donnie, but there was I said I told Donnie the other day. I said, Donnie, I thought about you the other day. I was at the zoo, and I thought about you. Yes, there's a joke in there somewhere. I was eating alphabet soup, and your name came up. That's a good line. So yeah, you guys. Well, in the UK now, we know what time it is there. It's noon. So Ron, he's already out and about, and he's doing good. We got Keith. I'm on the kitchen counter. We got Jake that popped in. We got Julie's here. Ron's here. Jake's here. Conspiracy Queen is here. We thought we'd catch some people up on the East Coast. I've had some silly comments on my live streams, but nothing nasty. One guy kept insisting I was his father. Okay. Oh yeah, well that's kind of funny, huh? That didn't bother you? I guess you know what? If you got a clear conscience, you don't really have to worry about that because you'd know better. That's the when you walk the straight and narrow and you walk the higher path, stuff like that can't affect you. But if you're out there and you're living on the edge and living in the shadows, might be able to test you, you know, test you a little bit there. Well, I think Ron, you've been kind of lucky because I don't think that most of the live streams I've been on with you, you don't have any moderators. And if you guys know Ron, he's one of those guys. He's really a happy spirit, a jolly spirit. And I think that if you tried to offend him, I don't even think you could offend the guy because he's nice. He's a happy guy, kind of like me. I would probably get my feelings hurt before Ron would. Conspiracy Queen. Yeah, pretty hard to talk trash about plants. Okay, yeah. Worst they could say is I'm a dirty girl. Okay. Yeah, pretty hard to talk trash about plants. Yeah, well, speaking of plants, guys, that I told you, I do highly recommend. I've tried this the last couple years. It's getting a little better each time, but I've been feeding my house plants smart water. Just give them smart water and they've been doing my taxes. So I got to help them a little bit, till they get they'll get it all figured out. But I do recommend, guys, for during tax season that you do feed your house plants smart water, and they'll help you with your taxes. Now those things, guys, they're you know what the little emoji things that go up. Does anybody know? Does anybody have any proof on their analytics with those little emojis and hundreds and stuff? I don't know what are those. Just animated little emojis. What does that do? Does that help push your video out a little bit further? Does it or what? I'm to the point to where I keep looking at all these these people, okay, and I think I do a pretty good job when I live stream. I think I'm pretty professional. I start on time. We're a comedy niche, but my hair, my hair might be a little thin, but who wants fat hair? No, and it's like you look at all these people, like, gee whiz, man, they get 25,000, 40,000, 60,000, 80,000, 100,000. I really don't know. I don't think a live stream like this has the capacity to reach that, type of level. But gee whiz, YouTube it's tough. I know everybody keeps saying that YouTube is on easy mode, so I thought I'd try it. I put out about 10 cotton picking videos about how easy YouTube is. It's so easy. A muskrat could do it. A chicken could do it. A weasel could do it. Anybody can get monetized in a few days. I mean, I did about 10 YouTube shorts and I got nothing. But everybody else, uh, if they do YouTube videos on how YouTube is in easy mode, boy, their channel blows up. All right, there's proof that positive talk to your water, saying "I love you" and "Okay, you're amazing," can really help your plants grow better. Yeah, the experiment showed from powder from from power water. Okay, maybe made beautiful snowflakes. All right, you know what, conspiracy queen? I remember when I was over there when you came over here. It was several weeks ago, and I watched your channel. I watched some of your videos. I subscribed. I know where you're about, and I know where you're coming from. But I think I have true. Heard about that too, like plants. Like if you talk to your plants, and it's that frequency, and you tell them that you. I mean, I'm not going to probably talk to my cotton picking plants. I just got fake plants around here. Do I see one? Yeah, like that guy right over there. You guys can see that one in the corner. He's artificial plant. He's not. He's fake. He's not even real. But I agree with that. Their frequency. If you want to start cussing at your plants and telling them they're no good, rotten, stinking plants, maybe they wouldn't do so good. But if you talk nice to your plants, yeah, maybe it'd be better. Conspiracy queen, you're gonna have them thinking I'm crazy. And the water, yeah, you yell nasty things too when frozen. Looks like they shaved iron. Looks like shaved iron. Okay, yeah. See, I probably believe that positive. Yeah. LOL. I did, and my tomato plants were huge. Well, wonderful. All right. So very nice. Very nice. Well, it'd be like that too with even a kid. You tell them you rotten, no good for nothing, blah blah blah. If you kept telling that's probably wouldn't do him much good. But if you praised him and you encouraged him and you talk nice to him, it might help. Joke, you can buy a gallon of water in a small bottle. Then you take it home and you dilute it. Yeah, right. Ron, you're funny, man. It's funny. Ronnie Sosa. What was that one, Ron, that you told? I thought, man, we were doing that train video and you said, what's white and yellow and goes 100 miles an hour? I think that's when the train conductor throws a egg sandwich out the window or something. I forgot that joke. See, that's one thing good is I'm really proud of the guys, like with Keith as he's in here and, especially Ron. He's one of the regulars. And let's go back through it again so we don't miss anybody. Jake and Julie Pretty. Um, but the jokers, like if we do a video on like poking the bear, these guys are going to come in there and they're going to start telling bear jokes. Um, they're always on point, man. You don't even have to tell them whatever it is. If we're talking about it, if it's chickens or bears or whatever it is, a train driver's egg sandwich. Yeah, yeah. What's white and yellow and travels 100 miles an hour? It's a train driver's egg sandwich. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Look at that, guys. Just like that, 30 minutes passed. I've told everybody this numerous times. Like if Ron will tell you, how long would it take to edit a 30-minute video? That's something that you gotta go out, you gotta shoot it. All right. It's going to be on your phone or whatever type of device that you use with the camera, a SIM card or some type of a disk that you can store it. Probably if you do have some type of a cloud storage or on your computer. So you got to transfer from there over to there, and then you got to take it out of there, and maybe you got to put it into some type of editor, and then you got to export it out of that into some. I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean, how long would that take? I don't think I've even ever edited a 30-minute video. So we've talked about this numerous times, and some of you probably have never heard it, but I mean, Keith and I have talked about this. Why is there so much reward for something that takes a little effort? Just plug it in, you go live, no editing, you get a lot of reward. And then something that takes you, hours of time and a lot that goes into it, and you get no reward out of that, very little reward. So I just don't understand all that. My watermelon plants grew 25 foot long. Wonderful. Yeah, runners last year. And one plant grew 9 watermelons by itself. Called it Wanda, as in wandering runners. Oh, very nice. Remember that joke? When do you go on red and stop on green? When you're eating a watermelon. But you know what? I just had me some watermelon tonight. Oh, it was so juicy and delicious. And watermelon, I love watermelon. See that, guys? All you have to do, just be like a conspiracy queen. Be nice. Be nice to your watermelons. Be nice to your house plants. Be nice to your tomatoes. And I think that's remarkable. Total 17 watermelons from 2 plants. Wonderful. You usually get 4 per plant. The water experiment works like a dream. See that, guys? This is going to be really good information. See that? How many of you guys thought that we would be coming up in here talking about watermelons? Ron, my video of Lebanon Scarecrow Festival took about 2 days filming and 3 days of editing, and then no one watches it. I hear you. See that? How's that make you feel, Ron? Does that make you feel good about yourself? Doesn't that make you feel really good? You need to take on like Conspiracy Queen. You need to start, pampering yourself and giving you some attaboys. And hey, good job, wonderful, man, fantastic. You're putting in the hard work, man. You're wonderful. Maybe that would help. But I hear you. I might go to a classic car meet on Sunday and do a horizontal live stream so I don't have to edit it. Yeah, that's another thing. We talked about that too. That is another way to go. I held back, guys, on doing the YouTube shorts for the longest time because they had everything on one page. All your live streams were on the one page, the shorts were on the one page, and your videos was all on one page. And I used to I spend so much time doing all custom thumbnails. And when you put that little vertical little short on there, I thought, gee whiz. And then they would take them off. When you started doing the shorts, they would take your thumbnail off. So I said, what's the whole point? So I stayed away from it for the longest time. I've told everybody this too. They don't even really play that well. On my television set, if you try to watch a short on my TV, it'll just spin. It says loading. Then you have to stop it, pause it, start it again. Sometimes you got to do it twice and then it'll play. So I don't know if they're still got some bugs that they're still trying to work out of that. I don't really know. But back to what Ron was saying, these guys, Ron, they do these vertical live streams. And so then you get put on this shelf, like it's almost like a YouTube short, and they get a lot more action. And I just think that because people are on their phone and they're swiping and you're on the live feed and they come across you, it's like live, 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 just swipe, live, 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 live. And I've seen, you get 160, 70 people in there and it'll drop in a New York second too. But at the end of the day, you gain more subscribers and you get a lot more people on your channel. So, but I feel you, Ron, regarding what you're saying there with your editing, and you take a lot of time. People, I don't think that people that watch YouTube really know about how much work and effort goes into this stuff, filming and editing. So Sunday's going to go to do a horizontal live stream. All right, yeah, Ron, I like when you do yours because you're usually out in some car show. It's a relaxed environment, or out by a lake, or walking on a path, or something like that. They're nice. See, I don't really have my phone. I'm not really happy with that, and so I have this setup here that I use with the Elgato. I thought I would do that for you guys. If anybody that's out there that's wanting to go and wanting to start streaming, and this is not really a sponsor, by the way, but this here is what I use: full HD, low latency, the Elgato. It's called the Face Cam, and basically, it's for people that don't know a lot about electronics. So you plug it in, you all you really get are a couple, like maybe you do the brightness or the hue. There's not like at least I thought it was a miracle that I'm live streaming and I'm focused. See, if I put my hand here, focus in on my hand. Um, Really, the camera that you use is really not even that big of a deal. Lighting is really important. So that thing that you see over here, that little circle, is a reflection because I got a ring light there, and I got one up here in the corner. So you do need, the lens of your camera is like an eyeball, and it has to be able to see. It has to be able to have a lot of light go through it, because otherwise people won't watch it if they can't see. You got to have good lighting. Let's see what we got here. Oh, geez. LOL. Ron, and clips. Add clips of it, maybe. Create a few shorts. Oh, yeah, there you go. Out of it. Pull people in on the shorts of that festival. Yeah, there you go, Conspiracy Queen. That's very nice. Now that the weather's shifting here, the Sunday car shows will be full swing. Yeah, there you go. Right. Bikers too. Yes. My TV doesn't like vertical live streams. Yeah, see that? I agree. It squashes them about 90% of the time, but sometimes they're okay. I'm just being really honest with you guys. There's a place for them, and people that do a lot of stuff on their phones. That's what they. Keith will tell you. He's not an advocate. He's not. He's not a big fan of the YouTube Shorts. His whole system that he uses, he has a challenge. Very difficult for him to get onto the to using the YouTube Shorts. And like what Ron just said, I'm just telling you, when you're on your television, they don't load up so good when you're watching them on the big screen. That's my experience. Keith says that you're now in the living room and it just turned spring, not summer. Okay, yeah, it is. Well, I don't know if you knew about the. Did you hear the story, Keith? Should I tell it? Will you get mad? You don't get mad. All right, I'm going to tell it because this is not supposed to use this word in his industry. But I don't know if you heard about the two bed bugs. Well, they met, you know, a long time ago, and they started hanging out, and you know, two bed bugs, and things kind of started progressing, heating up a little bit, and eventually, they settled down. They got married, and they had a baby in the spring. Bed bugs, have a baby in the spring. Keith, you like that joke? Okay, had my sister let her carrots go to seed last fall. They sprouted already, and she's now got a bucket full of really gorgeous carrots. Some plants do better forgotten. Well, isn't that wonderful? That's Some plants do better forgotten. Isn't that amazing how nature in itself, it's all just the supply and how it just rejuvenates itself, and sometimes it's better off forgotten. Just leave them alone, let them go to seed. Next thing you know, boom. Wow. Conspiracy Queens bringing some good stuff. Yeah, they take care of the work and you they take care of the work and you come out one spring day to 15 pounds of perfect food. Yeah, back in the day I used to do a lot of juicing. I've done a lot of fasting and juicing. I've experimented with a lot of different types of diets, and but yeah, I used to drink in my back in my day. I used to drink a lot of carrot juice. That was pretty good. My phone is an OPPO A945G, and it was less than 200 from Amazon, and it's brilliant. I've had it for 2 years plus a SIM only deal. Wonderful. That's a A94 5G. Nowadays, they have the cameras. I know that some of the cheaper models, like my phone, I had a really good. I was looking at the Samsung. I don't think I'll ever get away from a Samsung again. That's the brand of choice for me. I want to stay with that. But I went to Best Buy and I had a salesman talk me out of my Samsung and ended up buying this thing here. And it's a Motorola. It's going right there. But anyways, the phones today. I don't know if you can get one of the entry level cheap phones. You might have to go with spend a little bit of money because I know I've watched some of the YouTubers that they use their phone, and if you got that built-in stabilization, it really makes a difference. This one has it, this Motorola, and I've done some filming out there. You probably need it in a gimbal. I don't know if you guys know what a gimbal is. I have a gimbal, but it's this one here is it's long and it's super heavy, so it doesn't really fit in the gimbal that well. Yeah, very nice. Okay, conspiracy queen. Ron, but plants are actually farming humans. Yes, they give us food and oxygen, and then when we die, we are food for them. Yeah, that's true. See, back in the old days, if something ever happened to you, they just take you out in the field and bury you and throw an acorn on top of you and cover you up. And next thing you know, you got a magnificent tree that uses all of the nutrients that come from your body. That would be okay, I guess. That would be kind of cool. Let's see. My phone has stabilization, but it doesn't work on live streams. Oh, really? It doesn't really? I wonder why that is. It doesn't work when you're You know what? Another thing, and I don't know why this does this, guys, you see people that when they use their phone, and I think it's in the vertical format, that everything is backwards. You see lettering, it's like it's backwards. I don't know why that is. Is that because they're in selfie mode or something? Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next time. When I go down and get me a better phone, I'm gonna find me a cotton picking phone that has this built-in stabilization, one that you can do this and it just it stays because people they some of my videos, earlier videos I did, they're a little bit shaky. My phone has okay, stable. I read that one. It works on 1080p videos, but not live streams. It works on 1080p videos. Okay. So, but doesn't 1080p when you're live streaming, isn't that I don't know how that works, or Ron, why that is. That's another thing, guys, as far as with, everybody's all, hey, it's got to be 4K, it's got to be 2K. I mean, you know what? Most of these people are watching on a little device, little like a little 5-inch screen. So once you get past like 1080, you know, I don't know. Most people, like if you go down to your local cable company, they're not even broadcasting 4K. So I think that that's way out in the future. 1080, as long as you get your 1080p, I think that's industry standard. You should be good with that, I would think. I need to do a few updates on the strawberry beds. They're flowering early. My 6 strawberry plants from last year are now propagated to 15 new plants. My oldest will be in heaven. They're hers. My 6 strawberry plants from last year are now propagated to 15 new plants. My oldest will be in heaven. Okay. Well, you know what? You if My mom, whenever she plants her some stuff like tomatoes or something like that, you got to watch out. Those the antelope and the wild deer. They like, oh yeah, they'll take a they'll chew those things down to nothing. The plants, just the plant itself. Oldest loves strawberries and youngest loves watermelon, and she's a great gardener. Yeah, learning from doing alongside me. Yeah, okay. I think that that's remember, you guys remember Book of Aaron that was coming that used to come in here? We haven't seen him. Hope he's doing okay. But they had quite a garden that they were working on. I knew, you're going out there now and you got a big old garden. I knew he's going to be getting so busy he wouldn't be able to do much YouTubing. But I think that there's something healthy about that. Getting down there and getting your hands dirty and planting something and taking care of it and watering it. I think it's a good thing. I used to have what was called a bachelor garden. I used to I'd go to all these we call them like star nurseries and buy these pots. I buy these big old pots and put pot topsoil in there, and we'd plant. I'd plant some stuff, some tomatoes and some peppers and corn, and it was a bachelor. It wasn't really a big thing, but yeah, I did. I got some pretty good tomatoes. They're pretty easy to grow. You don't need 4K on YouTube. I agree, Ron. I totally agree. To serve them both in the future when they want to grow some for themselves. Until serve, yeah, it serves them both in the future when they want to grow some for themselves. Yes, that's really a good thing. I like that. Yes, conspiracy queen. I'm no good at gardening. I never have been. I mow lawns and I cut hedges, but that's about it. And now I'm getting old. I get someone else to cut the hedges. Okay, yeah. That's the thing. You know what? That stuff takes the work. Bending over if you're always cutting grass, and I got stuff out there too. I got to go out there and I got one of those blowers you can go out there, and you got a scissors. I mean, that you can cut it. And they're called Green Cloud Rangers. That's what I guess they call them, Green Cloud Rangers. And they turn they get these little purple flowers, and they shed, and they make a crazy mess. I made a stinky I made a stinky critter repellent. Okay. Oh, okay. See, look at this, guys. You're picking up a bunch of gardening tips: clove, garlic, onion, can mint, and lavender. It smells crazy, and everything stays out of the yard. Wow. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. What do they call those? What was it? Not wise tales, but some of our, remember some of the older people? They'd have like like a little remedy or a little a trick. It's not the right word. Like one time I heard like somebody with keeping the mosquitoes off. He would take like maybe 2 or 3 parts Tabasco sauce and put that in a little mister with water, and that's all you need. A couple, 2 or 3 drops of Tabasco, and spray it on yourself. And very natural way of keeping the mosquitoes away. So like yeah, that's pretty cool. Might have to try that. We never used to have mosquitoes in Vegas. Now we're starting to get a few mosquitoes because I don't know why. I live up. There's a place called Desert Shores, and so they have there's like lakes. There's like 3 or 4 lakes, and they got bridges, and there's people. They got these little. The people that live there on the properties, they have like boats. They're electric boats, and so they get in their backyard. They get in their boat and they drive around. But there's ducks out there, and you see a lot of turtles, and they fish. And yeah, you might see a little. They might be out there in a kayak. They or see a little motorized, little electric, little pontoon going gliding around. People out there. So we have. I guess we're near water, and I think wherever there's water, there's going to be mosquitoes. So I think that's why we get a few of them. We never used to get mosquitoes here. But conspiracy, you know what? Anybody, you know what? I'm gonna have to type in. I'll have to put some of those keywords um, in the description there. Conspiracy Queen for the gardening, because anybody that's got the green thumb, uh, Conspiracy Queen dropping some of that knowledge. That's good. Keith, okay, I have arrived. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm participating. Wonderful, guys. He's here. Keith is. He said that he's going to be here because normally Keith will only work with the channel until they get to about 10,000. And then that's it. We're out. But he said that he'll probably be here because it's going to be a long time before we get to 10,000. And until they put him in, what'd you say, Keith? The cold, cold ground. We were doing a bunch of funeral jokes and tombstone jokes and on the last live stream. Keith has arrived. Okay, Keith, good to see you, buddy. The weather is really nice here. Can I do a live stream in the countryside after you finish? Sure. Yes. You want to do it? You can do it. The weather is really nice here. Can I do a live stream in the countryside after you finish? Yeah. I mean, I could watch you for a little bit. It's almost 5 in the morning here. Do you want to get it set up, Ron, and then I can drop your link. And we got 12 eyeballs in here. We got 6 cats. See, you guys all know about how that works, all right? We double it. If you say there's 6 people watching, there's 12 eyeballs. Sounds better. So we got 6 cats, we got 12 eyeballs. Do you want to set it up, Ron? How long would that take you to get ready to go? Could you have that ready in about 5 minutes? How long does it take you? Look at that, guys. We already did an hour. You know how long it would take? How long would it take Ron to edit an hour video? And then you know what, guys? Because I'm honestly going forward from here, I'm thinking about seriously doing this. Go on a StreamYard, say, guys, we're going to do it. We'll start at 7 o'clock. We'll go to however it might be on there 3 hours, 4 hours, and just put a big one at the top. And then on the next one, put a number two on there, put a number three. So people will be able to get the gist of what's going on. They'll like, oh, okay, here's what he's doing. I'm not going to go on there with any type of a theme. We're just going to plug and play and go. And like I said, I think I've remember that old phrase, paralysis through analysis. I just think I've over analyzed all this stuff, and at the end of the day, it's just nothing. Because when this thing is done, we got 12 eyeballs in here. When it's over, it's done. You might get 6, 7, 8 views on it. Not that many. And then next, they're looking for the next thing. They're looking for the next live. So it's the only value that it has is when you're live. Okay, only a few minutes. All right, we'll get it ready. Ron, go ahead if you want to. Can you have it all set up to where like, all right, all I have to do is push the button. Just have it all ready to go. I went to Conspiracy's channel, and I think I've already subscribed. Yeah, Keith, you probably have because um, you know what we could do? We got. Let's do this. Hold on one second here. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot. I can do this. Um, boom. Go to the channel. Hold on a minute here. Copy. Sometimes we must trust in the unseen path. Conspiracy Queen. Let's see. 646 subscribers. All right, coming up in the world. There we go. Let's paste you in there. There you go. Conspiracy Queen. Anybody, if you want to reach out to her, Ron, are you subscribed? I can be where I need to be in a few minutes. Okay. All right, Ron. Yeah, that's good. We're not going to be on here very long. You get it all set, and yeah, we can do that. Keith, I got you the link drop there. Okay, the name is stuck in my head, but I think the old wise tale. Oh yeah, wise tales. Yeah, or now life hacks. Okay, wise tale. Old wise. Is it wise tales or wives tale? Wives tale or wise tales? Old wise tales. Okay, I'm already subscribed. Okay, good. Also, can confirm a great pest repellent is one. Oh, I can't read that. Orgango, lemon oil, lavender, using all these fancy words. Peppermint, eucalyptus, and duct tape. Duct tape around the socks. Sticky side out. Really? There you go. Never thought of that. I'm gonna have to tell my mom. You know what? She gets a few. They get a few ticks around there, and duct tape. She could start putting. You know what she's got me doing? My mom's got me taking. Mom, if you're out there, I know you're still sleeping, but um, she's got me taking. What do they call them? When you put your clothes in the dryer, those. What do they call them? What do they call those guys? Anybody know what they call those? Um, Fresheners, like fabric freshener or whatever. You take it, put a couple of those in your pocket, and they've been keeping the mosquitoes away. It's helped out tremendously. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, yeah, no problem, Conspiracy Queen. I like your channel. I like what you're doing. We got to get you to 1,000. All right, mosquitoes. We have mosquitoes. We have mosquito watches using ultrasonic sounds. The mosquitoes just fly by and bite someone else. Yeah, there you go. Good morning, guys. Look at this. All right, Dixie's in here. What wonderful. All right, Dixie. So you know what? That actually sound. You know what? We could take that. We could take duct tape. You could put duct tape, keep the bugs from crawling up your legs. We could put fabric softener in our pants. That'll keep the mosquitoes away. Ron, I don't know where you get that watch that puts out that little ultrasonic sound to keep the mosquitoes will fly by you and they'll go bite somebody else. Oh, you know what? Mosquitoes. I just don't like mosquitoes. Guys, we have Dixie. Dixie Cuddles Fitness is in the house. Probably getting ready for work. Yep, beats. Yep, beats and chemicals. Yep, beets, DEET, and chemicals hands down. We have lots of ticks. Dryer sheets. Really? Okay, dryer sheets. I'm going to put a lot of this will be really good, probably on eBay or Amazon. Yeah, Ron, unless you're, you're coming in here pulling our leg. You might be pulling our leg. Are you trying to pull the wool over my sheepskin? You guys, if you want to see some sheep, Ron has some of he's just amazing, man. Ron's from the UK, and some of his videos. Did you guys ever see that when I don't know how many sheep come up over the hill coming down the road? And then they come out in his yard and they eat all of his cotton picking plants. They're like lawnmowers, man. They chew his shrubs down. But we got Dixie Cuddles is in here too. Ron, probably on eBay. Okay. Yes, I am getting ready for work. Wanted to stop in. Okay. All the chemicals. Dixie, I don't know if you, Conspiracy Queen, have you guys know each other? Possibly. Dixie? All the chemical stuff goes through your skin and into your blood. Yep. But Tabasco sauce could be okay though, right? But they like A plus and AB plus blood. Oh, is that what they like? Ooh, so that's let's go here. We're gonna do go here. Boom, boom. Dixie's she's getting ready for work, but I'm gonna go here. We do a copy there, and then we just go like this. And there's Dixie's link. If you guys, Conspiracy Queen, you guys probably know each other. I knew you've been in here before, but Dixie Dixie Cuddles Fitness. She's, the moderators, guys, Keith and Dixie. You guys, when you look after me, you watch my back. I like it. Yeah, here's Ron. Put Ron's in there. All right. See, there we go. Do it like that. Where's it at? On my paste. How come I don't see paste? Uh, hold on. Paste. Okay, there's that. There's Ron's. Now we got to get, we can't forget about Jake, okay? Jake is, let's go to Jake. Got a lot of windows open up now. Let me close some of these. Boom, 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 boom. This is how we roll, guys. Like when we always do our live streams, especially on Sunday. I mean, I keep telling it to everybody. That's what we all have in common is, we want to grow our channels. There's Jake's. I think I got everybody. I'll show you a mosquito watch in my live. Okay, good. We only need them aboard. Don't need them in England. Yeah, you say there's not that many mosquitoes. Work with the environment, not against it. There, look at this. Conspiracy Queen. Dropping that knowledge. See that? Work with the environment, not against it. Exactly, Ron. All natural, kids safe, people, pets safe. It's my motto. Conspiracy Queen, you're making me believe. See, learn a little bit more about you. I like it. I once became unglued because I couldn't find the paste. Okay. I have perfected a tiny. What's this? I have perfected a tiny blonde repellent. Oh yeah, but don't know how. So guys, Keith, everybody, we always make a public declaration of that Keith is my right hand man. His nickname is Lefty, and he's been looking for a tiny blonde with low self esteem. And like I said, he's got that repellent. He's perfected the tiny blonde repellent. Cotton picker, he's funny, guys. Do you guys all subscribe to everybody? That should be a rule. My teacher, Gary Darwin, when he had the Magic Club, he says we only have one rule. There are no rules, but we should have a rule that everybody that comes into the live streams, you have to subscribe to everybody. Yeah, they're like hungry wolves here and more deadly. Ooh, mosquitoes kill the most people on Earth per year than anything on Earth. Yeah, what is it? what do they call that? The West Nile virus, or they call I know them things are so they're poisonous. If they get me, be like you'd be scratching and they swell up about the size of quarters, and they usually get you in the legs because they. I didn't know what was getting me for a long time. I had a friend of mine. We'd go sit out in the lawn chair at the park there and kibitz, and you're sitting there in the middle of the night scratching your legs, and you're wondering what's are the desert fleas? Are they gnats or what the heck is eating me up? And then I found out that our mosquitoes they fly real low and they're in the grass. And if you sit out there, boy, they'll eat you alive. So I just don't them cotton picking mosquitoes. I ain't got no use for them. About 1 million more dangerous than sharks. Dogs, lions, and tigers and elephants and people. Really, about 1 million more times dangerous than sharks. Wow. Oh my goodness. Did you know why women are not afraid of sharks? Because they're man eaters. Is that a good one? Okay, we got everybody's link in there, but Ron is going to be going live, guys, after we're done here. But the world would be overpopulated without mosquitoes. Yeah, you know what, though? That's one good thing about 30 below zero in the winter, no mosquitoes. But yeah, it's almost mosquito season. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamuses kill a lot of people also, do they? Keith? Keith talks to hippopotamuses. I think they're vegetarian, but they don't eat you. They just gonna just what will they do? Just attack you? Would they? Are they mean? They aggressive? Parasites. Yeah, that's right. Cotton picking parasites. Them mosquitoes. Ask when I went back home one time, and there was a lot of them. I forgot. And you're just outside, and you look down. There's like 17 mosquitoes on the side of your leg, and you just now you're going to be really being punished for the next. I'd say the next 2 weeks. So I'd bundle up. I'd be out there. I put a long sleeve shirt on and cover up, and it's just because they get if you open up the car door, they get in there, man, and still get you. I'm a lightweight when it comes to that stuff because I really have a reaction to them. So, boy, you know what, Conspiracy Queen, we're gonna have to put on there. We talked a lot about gardening, and is that called? Is it Wise Tales or Wives Tales? Keith would probably know, or Ron would know. I don't know if that was a typo, Conspiracy Queen, because are those old Wise Tales or Wives Tales? I always thought it was Wise Tales. Wives Tales. Okay, maybe I've been pronouncing it all wrong all this time. Okay. Yes, the winters with a week of solid ground freeze and snow or ice makes a huge dent in the thick population of mosquitoes. Yes, the winters with a week of solid ground freeze and snow or ice make a huge dent in the thick population of mosquitoes. Boom. Old wise Old wives' tales. Okay, I always thought it was wise tales, and I've been pronouncing it. I don't use it in my vocabulary that often, but we got music and fun etceteras in the house, guys. Look at this, wonderful. Did you guys get to hear the song that I put it up on the community tab? It was all about Cory's comedy channel. Gee whiz, I like that song. Good beat, good vibe to it. I really like that song, Adrian. I put that up on the community tab. Do I have to? Let me do this. We got Ron is going to be going live here. Hold on a minute here. Go to channel. And they've been doing a lot of work for me. So, boom, boom. And there he is. Paste. There you go. We got everybody else's link is up in there. Good morning, everyone. All right. That's Adrian. He's also from the UK. I always thought it was wife's tales. Yeah, you're right, Keith. I thought it was wise tales, but it's wife's tales. I am still here listening. Thank you, Dixie. We dropped your link. We got your link in the chat. Music and fun, etc. I think might be a bit late. You're no problem. It's all good. This was a surprise. Good morning, Keith. Music, Dixie. LOL. Good morning, y'all. Yeah, conspiracy queen. You know what? When you go in different times, we got to remember people from the east. I forget exactly where conspiracy queen is, but at this hour, 5 o'clock here, people are sleeping. But on the East Coast, they're waking up. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, at least I could do. You've been good to me, Adrian. Music, fun, etc. They know. Anybody that knows, we're gonna start doing more of these guys. And like I said before, we're just gonna put number one. We'll put number two, number three, and they'll know that we're just gonna wing it because when we're live, we're live, and when it's over, you know that it's not gonna last long. It's they don't get too many views after they're done. I live in East Tennessee, and I haven't used y'all. Oh, y'all. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we never used to. A lot of people say y'all. Um, we never used to say it. We say you guys. I live in East Tennessee and haven't used y'all yet. Yeah. All right. LOL. You all is MD2. Is that MD? Um, what abbreviation of that is that? Does that state? It's not capitalized. LOL. You all is okay. I'm just getting used to having to live around so many Elvis impersonators that the only one worse than me is Corey. Okay. What the heck is he doing again now, guys? See that? Now that we're up on the kitchen counter and he's playing, he hears us in the background and he's talking about Elvis. And he says, I'm just getting used to having to live around so many Elvis impersonators. Oh, yeah, okay. And the only one worse than me is Corey. Okay. He's talking about Elvis because, yeah, Elvis Presley, he's at all the parties, guys. I'll tell you what, this guy, and we see some pretty cotton picking good Elvis impersonators. And I'd be willing to bet that they even give the original Elvis a run for his money, if the truth be told. But my mom loves Elvis. She loves Elvis. Near DC. Oh, okay. Near DC. Yeah. Yeah. Old wife tales or wives tales. I think it's the full saying. Yeah, that's probably right. I thought it was wise tales. I just, it was kind of in the back of my mind. I haven't used that phrase, so I'm not like embarrassed. Like I've been pronouncing it wrong all these years. I mean, you use it once in a while. I can't remember the last time I used it, but I always thought it was wise tales, wives tales. Okay, been up since before dawn. Oldest kiddos already at school, getting younger. When ready now. Okay, conspiracy queen. We're getting ready to go over to. We can continue this party over on Ron's. He's going live. My family is from the eastern shore of Maryland, about 10 miles from Ocean City. Okay, eastern shore. Yes, Maryland. Maryland. Okay, Maryland. Right on. Eastern shores. Beautiful. We have beaches, farmland. City, mountains, and forests here. Yeah, beautiful. There, there's a work down in the Chip swears he's Elvis. Christy McCall. Okay, there's a work down the Chip show. Okay, yeah. Well, Elvis, I tell you what, man. Did you guys hear about Elvis? He opened up that steakhouse. It's steak, and it's really for people that love meat, tender. There you go, guys. Comedy. Had to do a joke in there for you guys. I still got me these windows opened up. We got everybody's link is in the chat. That's I always like that. Right on. Okay. Boom, boom. Ron is going to go live. Yes, Ron. And our houses and chicken coops, that should say outhouses. Okay. and outhouses and chicken coops. Yeah, that's okay. That's right. That was a good line, Keith. I'm still like what somebody has, so, we're getting into it again. I can't help myself, but what do you do when somebody's got a little bad breath? You're like, whoa, whoa, there's a new thing called toothpaste. Or somebody's got bad breath, you go, whoa, smells like you swallowed an outhouse and you left the door open. That's probably one of my favorites. A lot of my material comes from Keith. We got 18 eyeballs in here, Ron, that are going to be coming your way. Let's see. And house is I'll go to get into position. I'll go get into position. Conspiracy. Boom, boom, boom. Ron, that should say guy works down the chip shop. Chip shop swears he's Elvis. Okay. All right. Welcome to valuable channel member. What is going on here? What the heck is going on? Jake, did you do that? Welcome to a valuable channel member. Oh my goodness. We got your link in up there. I did put the link. Where was the link? I'll just put we pinned you up there. You know what? You're top of the heap last time there, Jake. You liked and shared. And then we go here. We pin that cat and picking message up there like that. And I think it's pinned. Look at there. Okay. Now, Jake, you're mighty kind. Now, I'm gonna tell you. Now, go slow, go easy, because I think we scared some of the members on the last video. We go deep, guys. We call it the underground, the inner circle, and we really have come into um, what we're doing and the format for the way it's going to go. But the beautiful thing about, thank you, Jake, so wonderful, so kindly. Okay. You're amazing. You're very, very amazing. And you can cancel. And when you cancel anytime. You're never obligated. We'll never forsake you. Okay. You're not obligated. You can watch all them cotton picking videos in there and then, uh, and then, cancel your membership. All right. Because nobody's obligated, but we're doing some crazy stuff. Look at that, guys. Now he's got that cotton picking. You know what that guy's is? That's a treasure chest right there. Precious metals. All right, Jake. Mighty kind of you. Just go slow. Go easy. Go easy on those videos. I should number them too. From they descend from. You got to go down to where the welcome is. Work your way up a little bit, but go slow, because there's a lot of meat on that bone, and we go deep. You're gonna cut through that meat to the bone. You're gonna be eating on you're gonna be eating on a bone. We go because Keith will tell you. He said the other day, he goes, "I watched your crazy video." We went deep, didn't we, Keith? I would say we went deep. Okay, Jake. God bless America. You're amazing, man. Maybe he's a chip off the old block. Okay. I got a lot of my material comes from Keith. God bless America. Off the old block. Yeah. Sweet. That's awesome, Jake. Yes, Jake. Mighty kind of you. Welcome, Jake. Unbelievable. Do you know what I might even do? Because look at that. He's a cat and picking emerald. Keith is. He's been on there for about 4 months. I might change it to where, after 12 months, because that's a long time, you become a diamond, rather than 2 years, make that guy have to wait and pay for 2 years. Might have to change that, Keith. Jake, go slow now. You eat that meat on that bone, man. You go slow. You're going to be like, what the heck is going on down here? And then you get your little, when you come in there, you're going to get your free super chat. So you don't have to give a super chat. There's no need for you to ever give a super chat. For the price of a super chat, you get to eat off that bone that we got going on down there. Yeah, man, it's getting crazy. Keith, maybe you're here. You could testify. This, what we're doing is illegal in 4 counties. It's just kidding. But maybe Keith could sum it all up with maybe one sentence. What's it about, Keith? Is it have we lost our minds? Sweet. That's awesome, Jake. Yes. Welcome, Jake. Unbelievable. Yeah, okay, I read that. Remember, call mom and tell her she needs to be a member. Yeah, she's funny. Now, she's sleeping. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Forget about the diamond level. I'm waiting for the chocolate frosted donut level. That's a good idea, Keith. That's a guys. What we can we give Jake a cotton picking standing ovation? Now we got to come up because he gets a nickname. You're an agent now, and we got yeah. I gotta usually gotta probably already canceled, guys. Forget about the diamond, yeah, level. He's waiting for chocolate frosted donuts. Well, Jake, you're going to get to learn a lot more about what it's all about and why, and it's all in there. All right, so we're just having fun, guys. I'm telling you. Well, you guys, we're going to let you in on some stuff that's going on. Just got to get to. I just got over them cotton picking taxes here a while back. Okay, and we got Jake. What happened? Jake is still is he's pinned up there at the top. How come that went away? Oh, I saw that the member thing. That was I thought that was up there at the top, but I don't know where it went. I didn't do nothing. Stand ovation like the hemorrhoid convention. Who told you that cotton pig? I was telling that joke last night. I said, guys, who booked this audience? I mean, last night I got a standing ovation. I was at the hemorrhoid clinic, and it gets a laugh. Were you guys with the No Clapping Society? Is this an audience or a jury? I use all that stuff. I get them to come alive because then when everybody starts clapping, it's like, "Are you guys with the No Clapping Society?" So we get them to come alive. Yeah, that's it. And then next thing you know, everybody knows that okay, they got entertain. There's an entertainer over there, and then people, they let their guard down and they start having a little fun. Stand ovation like at the Emory Clinic. Jake, you know what? Jake, God bless America. Oh my goodness. All right. So, like I said, only suggestion that we have for Jake is just go slow. Try not to eat it all at once. If you're going to eat like some ice cream, have a little dessert, maybe put the little sprinkle on there. You want a little dish of ice cream. You don't want to go down the grocery store and buy a 5-gallon jug of ice cream and eat the whole thing. Go slow. It's okay. It's you're gonna have an understanding of what's going on. Standing over. Okay, we got. Let's get. Thanks, Jake Hudson. Thank you. Let's go. We're gonna drop. Ron, you got your link? You can't even drop your cotton picking link in there because you're not a moderator. Maybe music and fun, etc. Are you still here? Is Adrian still here? We've already been on here an hour and a half, guys. You know what? We're to the point now we could just plug and play. We could do this all day long. And we'll just have a live feed. We'll go for 7 hours. We'll be on StreamYard, and we'll force everybody. We got rule number one: everybody has to subscribe to everybody. I always, it's always the hope that you guys are getting subscribers. All right, let's see. He's already dropped it. Well, he dropped it to your link. All right, let's do the live link. Everybody knows how to get over there, right? Let me look here. Hold on a minute there. Oh, you know what else I have to do? All right, go to. I got to silence this because probably. Let's see if he's live. He's not live. You're not live, Ron. He's already dropped it. I'll have to put you back on the computer when I make lunch if you're still on. Now, I mean, we're not going to be on. It's going to be Ron's going to be going. You guys, we can go. Ron, let's get that while we're all in here. Get that thing. You just go live, and I'll drop your live link in there, and we'll just do a room raid. We'll all go over there. Jake, if you're still here and you're still watching, don't ever forget this, and I mean it. Okay, seriously, thank you so much for all that you've done with the music and the songs, and now this. But honestly, you never just know that you can just at any time. You're never obligated. I don't want you to feel that way, okay? Because that's not what it's about for me. You're going to get more insights about what it's all about, what we're doing, what's going on. But Yeah, don't ever let that come between us, and never. It's a weird thing. I've had to do a lot of internal um, processing over this whole thing. You'll understand why what we're doing and why it all happened. Okay, going live now. All right, we'll do it. I'll get to live. Let me see. I'm gonna do a refresh. Yeah, it's not live yet. We're waiting. Okay, he's going live now. Might take just a moment or two. There he is, party people. What's up, everyone? Boom, ladies and gentlemen, right there. The one and only Modest Reviews is in the house. Always good to see you. We've been on here for an hour and a half. What's going to happen is Ron is getting ready to go live. He's going to go live. And Modest Reviews, we hope. How's the shoulder doing? Whoa, Ron is live. How's I know that you were going to get your report back as to whether or not you need to have surgery. We're hoping that everything is copacetic and you don't need that, because what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're really going to be turning up the heat. Summertime, I told you, when my business starts to slow down, taxes are now behind me, and look at this: we come in hot, we come in clean, and boom, we're getting to the point where we could do this all day. I mean, if this is what YouTube wants, if they want 6,000 uploads to get somewhere, then we'll just do it. They're not gonna. We got to work. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's run live. Let me drop that link. Let me go here. Boom. Hold on. Videos. Live. Okay, I'll go here. I, okay, there it is. Boom. How do I get the stream there? There it is. I mean, everybody, you guys are all adults. I mean, you can get this stream, but let's go ahead and do that. Oh, Modest Reviews. Can you guys still hear me? Because can you guys still hear me loud and clear? Because when I was on Ron's, I muted it. I want to drop. Let's do this here. Modest Reviews. So you know what? With the replay, there is a possibility that that anybody that's a small YouTuber and you're looking to grow a channel and you want to network and you want to meet people that are proactive, that love YouTube, that are ambitious, and we're called the Fun Club. There's Modest Reviews. There's your link. Started cortisone injections, okay, and restart therapy on Monday. Good. So cortisone injections, which is an alternative to surgery, hope, because surgery is that's always. I mean, sometimes it has to be done, but is Lando going to be on Ron's feed? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we got everybody's in there. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. We're going to spread the wealth. That's what we're going to do, guys. We could just come in here and do all that. Everybody, let's go over there. You got Ron's live. I'll join you. I got his live up there. We're going to sign out of here. We could actually technically leave this thing on, but that'd be a little bit hard because that would be a little bit silly. Um, Jason, thank you so much. Let's go back and just recap, and I'll go over there and visit. Jake, you're you're amazing, buddy. You're amazing. Okay, so we got Ron, we had Jake, we had Conspiracy Queen, we had Julie Pretty, uh, Jake, Conspiracy Queen, Keith. Yeah, Keith Ease was here. Yeah, that was wonderful. And we had Ron, and we had Music and Fun, etc. And we had Jason from Modest Reviews. And I don't think I missed anybody. Jake. All right. And Dixie Cuddles Fitness. We got her link in here too. We didn't forget about Dixie. We don't want to do that. She's still probably, and Adrian, Music and Fun, etc. He's happy. He's telling the jokes. And let's see if I missed anything. My goodness, there was a lot of comments, guys, that came through. Appreciate you, Cory. My great pleasure. We're going to be able to help everybody out doing what we're doing here. It shouldn't take you 5 years to get monetized if that's what you want. All right, so we're heading over there, guys. I'm gonna click this to end this, and everybody's got the link. So we're gonna go join Ron for a little bit. I just want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jake, for uh, for the membership. Mighty kind of you. All right. So thank you, the moderators. and for watching my back. Thanks for everybody in the chat that shows up. And there is no live stream without you guys in the chat. That's what makes it so exciting. We got to learn a lot about gardening and stuff tonight from Conspiracy Queen. So that was wonderful. All right, I got to click this here into stream. Guys, we're going to see you on the next live, probably Sunday, maybe maybe Friday night. We don't know. I'm off, so we might come back up on here. But you guys, thank you so much, and we will see you on the next video. All right.